Welcome in to the OHS BVA State Tournament and a Division II semifinal matchup featuring the Carroll Patriots and the St. Vincent-St. Mary Fighting Irish. Alongside Greg Waddell and Jason Griefer, great to have you here with us. Carroll has been a strong team all season long, 22-5 on the season. The champions of the West Region, defeating Chaminade-Julienne in straight sets. Led by head coach Timothy O'Brien and first team All-State Reese Monin, taking on St. Vincent-St. Mary, the champions of the North Region. As the 2 seed there, they defeated Brecksville-Broadview Heights in a 5-set regional final. They are led by Logan Jennings as the head coach and Ethan Wisniewski, the second team All-State setter for the Irish. So really good matchup. We're looking forward here in this D2 semifinal. The winner advances to Sunday's championship to take on either St. Francis de Sales or Baden. And Greg, looking at the way things shake, I know you got a good look at Carroll in the West Region there, especially the sweep over Chaminade-Julienne. Very, very strong program they are this year, 22-5.
They split their season series with Chaminade-Julienne going into last weekend, and it just did not look back at all. And you mentioned the Reese Monin, but his brother Tyler Monin as well. Those two kind of a 1-2 punch. Different styles of players because they're different heights. So Reese Monin, 6'3", junior, and then his brother Tyler, just 6 foot junior, but they certainly are among the leaders. But Carroll's well balanced. They've got a lot of really strong players, a lot of good players. I have not personally seen St. Vincent-St. Mary, and this is their first chance coming up here to the championship weekend. So it'll be very interesting to see how they will handle the stage here in Columbus, down to the Final Four now for the Division II, and a chance to play for the state championship with a win tonight.
Yeah, St. Vincent-St. Mary not here before. This will be the first meeting between these two schools this season as well. So really looking forward to it, and also looking forward to our nightcap a little bit later on. So fans tuning in, no matter which team comes out ahead, if you want to get an advanced scouting look at your opponent in the state championship, that's coming up a little bit later on in this one, St. Francis de Sales against Baden. So looking forward to this one right here in the Division II semifinal. And with that, we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the starting laps and the opening serve of this semifinal is Carroll and St. Vincent-St. Mary from the campus of Pickerington Central High School.
And now let's meet our team. First, our visitors on the scoreboard, the Patriots of Carroll High School. Number 1, Andrew Zoraga. Number 2, Cody Bryant. Number 3, Evan Slipper. Number 4, Charlie Harlow. Number 5, Tyler Lawman. Number 6, Matt Holsey. Number 7, Kate O'Leary. Number 8, Trace Bowersfeld. Number 9, Nathan Bartlett. Number 10, Zach Davis. Number 11, Ethan Fox. Number 12, Reese Monin. Number 13, Cannon Tucker. And number 14, Luke Herman. The coaches, assistant coaches, Logan Curlin, Stephanie Monin, Mark Polanka, and head coach Timothy O'Brien. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Irish of St. Vincent-St. Mary High School. Number 0, Jason Palma. Number 2, Mike Walter. Number 3, Nick Hale. Number 7, Ben Phillip. Number 8, Riles Guzman. Number 9, Logan Knapp. Number 10, Jason Walter. Number 11, Colin Seaback. Number 15, Jim Warholi. Number 16, Ethan Wysenski. Number 21, Mason Witter. Number 22, Ben Grayson. Number 24, Nick May. Number 25, Aiden Gaffney. Number 35, Noah Meyer. The assistant coaches are John Lawrence and Aaron Mundor, and head coach Logan Jennings.
Division II semifinal about to get underway here between the Carroll Patriots and the St. Vincent-St. Mary Fighting Irish.
Let's play volleyball.
Carroll will be on the left side of the court wearing the blue jerseys and white shorts. St. Vincent-St. Mary on the right side, gold jerseys with green lettering, numbers, and the shorts as well. Save for the liberos for St. Vincent-St. Mary, it'll be Ben Grayson, the senior. wearing the white jersey on the right side of the court, the libero, to designate him. And for the Carroll side, Andrew Saraga, the libero in the red jersey for Carroll. Honorable mention, all-state performer he is on that back line.
Referees for this Division II semifinal. Mike Merce will be the up ref and the number 1 ref. Mary Black on the floor. She's the 2 ref. Sterling Kaimamuko is the line judge along with Jeff Klein, as we are ready to correct or get one of those 2 teams into the state championship tomorrow.
That state championship will take place Sunday afternoon, approximately 2 p.m. The opening serve, the winner of this matchup here to take on either St. Francis de Sales or Baton later on here today.
Give a quick shout out, Andrew Saraga's grandmother, Ellie. I know she is listening in. She was tuned in last week, and unless she made the trip here, which she very well may have.
Might just be doing both. Might just be here and listening to our call of it.
Go back and watch it later.
That's
Exactly.
the plan, folks. That's what you need to do, folks out there. If you're unable to be here at Pick Central, get here next year.
For sure. Yep.
And then pull us up on OHSBBABroadcast.com. Of course, you can watch all the matches live and on demand through ESP Media in our 12th year of exclusive coverage of this OHS BBA state tournament.
That will continue for the next few years as volleyball continues to grow in the state of Ohio, high school boys volleyball.
Yes. We are just about set, and to our right, it'll be junior Jason Walter to get things going in this semifinal in Division II. St. Vincent-St. Mary 17-6 on the year. Carroll comes in at 22-5. Scramble mode on the first play, and the point goes to the Patriots as Nick Hale couldn't quite get to it. He and Ethan Wazinski a little confused there on the opener. And Charlie Harlow will serve it for Carroll's first time and into the net. Saw some tightness early in a Division I quarterfinal a little bit earlier in action today between Centerville and St. Ignatius before the teams finally settle down. So not a surprise to see a little bit of tentativeness here in the first couple of points, but these 2 fine teams will certainly settle in. And boy, a good dig in the back line after an attempt by Cannon Tucker. Set and into the middle, and going long is Trace Bowersfeld of Carroll.
Yeah, Bowersfeld will get set up a lot in the middle. They will go to him quite a bit. 128 kills during the regular season. So they'll run some of that offense right straight down the pipe.
Colin Sivak with the serve. Ethan Hawks, the setter in the middle, and out wide trying to take a little off as Tyler Monin couldn't quite do it. And again, miscommunication from the Fighting Irish. And again, Wazinski and Hale not on the same page.
Yeah, looking for that set on the outside there. And I don't think either Hale wasn't hitting the ball where he was supposed to, or Wazinski wasn't where he was supposed to. Either way, though, it's a free point essentially for Carroll.
We're tied at 2. Wazinski leaving it back for a teammate. That was Walter. And passing not crisp early on from these 2 teams. Wazinski with his best attempt, and delivering the goods is Riles Guzman.
Nice set, and he crossed it back up and had a lot of room to work across the court on that one, and had Carroll moving towards him, so going back against the grain. Gets the kill and a 3-2 lead for the Irish here early on.
Ben Grayson on serve. Quick set in the middle, and boy, dropping the hammer is Reese Monin. First team All-State making his presence felt to tie us at 3.
241 kills in the regular season for Reese Monin, and he is the real deal.
Give credit to setter Ethan Hawks, a beautiful pass. Laying it up for Monin to put it away. Miscommunication on the back line. That's the 3rd time we've seen that early from the Irish. This time Guzman and Sivak getting crossed up.
Yeah, head coach Logan Jennings trying to settle his guys down. Just communicate. That's all you need to do. Make sure you're on the same page.
4-3 in favor of Carroll, and this serve goes just long off the right hand of Cannon Tucker.
Ethan Wazinski in, first team All-North, but more importantly, or more impressively, All-State second team.
A serve up from Hawks right into the wheelhouse for Monin, but he fired it into the net. And kudos to the net for retaining its structure. One more for Wazinski.
It's a unique serve style he's got.
Hawks goes behind, and Carroll has to scramble, so a free ball here for the Irish. And on the block up front, but able to be sent back by St. Vincent-St. Mary. Into the middle, and that went off the dome of Wazinski into his own bench from Cannon Tucker.
Might have taken part of his ear along with him. Cannon Tucker unloading 100 kills through the regular season and last weekend.
Well, he and Reese Monin are very impressive with those swings. 5 aside, and what has been very quick points thus far. And it continues as getting the back line is Guzman.
Nice swing, Riles Guzman. He was well off the net on that one too, but boy, he did not hesitate. He swung and caught the back line. You're right, quick points here.
And now Guzman on serve. Hawks, where does he go here? He's going to Monin, and if you're going to let Reese Monin walk into one like that, you better have your defense ready, and the Irish weren't.
Well, we're just trading points here early on, just breaking the serve back and forth, and it's quick.
6-6 already. And we're barely 6 minutes of playing time in. Catches in for an ace. I think it caught St. Vincent-St. Mary off guard that Monin took something off of that attempt.
He had 25 aces in the regular season, so he knows how to move the ball around. You look for that opening, and he did take it a little bit off of that one and gives Carroll the lead.
Changes velocity just a bit. Sidewinder spin that time. Wazinski coming near side, and was that touched? Yes, it was. Sivak with the kill.
Great swing from Sivak coming up on that one. He was first team All-North up in the Akron area and the northern portions of the state. And nice looking swing there. Just keeping his match here back and forth early on, 7-all.
Jimmy Warholly in now to serve for the Irish. Hawks going cross court looking for Harlow. It's blocked in the middle by Nick Hale.
Well, that's what the Irish wanted to try and get. Both teams have been very aggressive here in the early going so far and haven't seen a lot of the defense been able to come up with anything big yet. That's the first good block for a point thus far.
Warholly into the tape, and the serve specialist gives way to Ben Grayson. Ethan Hawks for us serve now. A low flat, a knuckler at that. Wazinski to Hale, and beauty. Simple offense for St. Vincent-St. Mary off of a rather simple service from Hawks. And the Irish back in the lead, 9-8.
Nick Hale, a thick young man out there. He's got some muscle on him, some good build. I was down on the floor watching kind of the warm-ups, and he swings really, really hard. Nice looking swing there.
Hawks. And have to wait on it in the back. It was Tyler Monin. That ball deflected and out, and the kill had by Sivak. 10-8 in favor of the Irish.
It's junior Jason Walter serving. He's the first server in the rotation, so they've already gone all the way around the horn once. That's how quick we've been tracking things down. Waiting for the whistle with a 2-point lead, the Irish to serve. Look at the aggressiveness there.
Quick play into the middle, and that's Bowersfeld.
Just aggressive, just a simple get the service return and a good pass, setting things up, and Bowersfeld takes care of the rest.
Hey guys, you can just toss the balls to the ball retrievers on the side.
Maybe they alternate the balls each time is what they want to do. They want to wipe them down. Some of these guys aren't used to that. When you get this level.
Get it and go.
Yep.
Nice cross-court play from Cannon Tucker.
Yep. And Charlie Harlow on the serve right now with a couple of points for Carroll to even this match up at 10, but we've not had more than 3 serves for any one player thus far. Oh, nice.
Nice play there, and Carroll cannot get it through. Good idea from Seaback again. It was really come on strong here as of late after a slow start. And now he goes back to serve, and the Irish leading 11-10. Tucker again with that left hand. His passes have been setting him up to execute. That's twice in a row he's been able to do just that.
Well, Carroll's got a little bit of height advantage at the front line. Cannon Tucker in at 6'6" there. He's tallest player on the floor from either side. Nick Hale 6'3", trying to defend that.
This clearance going back over. Wazinski trying to go with the second, fights it back off, and Carroll will now gather. Here is Tucker.
Ooh, two-handed.
Wazinski. Stumbling there a bit was Walter, but able to keep it in play. Walter gets this one back. 50-50 ball goes the way of the Patriots, and Reese Monin.
I don't know if Walter's foot got caught on the floor there, whatever it was, but it kind of got him out of system, and it was a smart play, Carroll, to go right back at him, and he was able to return another one, but then that third one kind of going to that same side of the floor kind of fell in front of him, but 12-11 Carroll up.
Trace Bowersfeld remains on serve and misses.
He's not getting many runs at all as Bowersfeld out and Andrew Saraga back in.
Rotations are coming fast and heavy.
Really quick.
Because neither team has been able to go on any sort of a run.
Maybe Ben Grayson now the libero for the Irish.
Just continued exchanges of service throughout this first set. Hawks to Tucker.
Oh, nice.
Tucker is having himself a nice first set here on this right side, swinging with that left hand.
Yeah, that one was off the net a bit too. It's still got a really, really good swing. But he really had, like you just said, though, he's having a really good first set. He was just honorable mention West Region, so he's got some room to grow. As
Logan Knapp right up the pipe for the Irish.
And 13-all, break the serve, and right back to the Irish side.
Guys got to make sure they're staying hydrated, not getting cramped up with all the rotations.
Yeah.
Hawks out to the far side. That's off the tape, playable. This side, and just missing was Guzman on the near side. That's the right idea there from the junior. Just a hair off.
Yeah, and he had the Carroll players going towards the middle, thinking that was going to be a cross, and they wanted to block for the cross. Instead, he tried to go right down the line. Like you said, right idea. Just set a little wide.
Tyler Monin on serve. This is Wazinski going to Jason Walter.
I think I got 3 touches going through. It was hit so hard. Nice swing.
14 aside. No one wants to establish a service run.
This is the 5th server on the rotation on the second time through.
That's a 50-50.
Oh, and they hit the net. I think it was Ethan Hawks.
Yeah, there's the way to indicate, as I hear off the side of my ear here, to know when I'm at a high school event when you hear the "you can't do that" chant. Nice back set. Monin can't put it down though.
Good hands by Logan Knapp up front on that one.
From the back comes Riles Guzman. Have not seen the Irish go to the back line for offense much early on, but it puts them now into a 2-point lead.
See if we can get more than 3 serves out of a player.
Nope.
We will not.
2 is it. Would have been the biggest lead of the match thus far for either team at 3. And now Reese Monin, first team All-State performer.
Talked about him at the net. 25 aces from the serve rotation as well.
Bit of a low toss. Wazinski the back set and
net.
Yeah, Logan Knapp carried himself into the net with the hand. So we're tied at 16 because of course we are here in the first set.
Right.
And yes, you have to win by 2 in order to take the set. From the back once more, but easily kept alive. Hawks. Carroll tries to go from the back. Diving effort by Grayson. The reload. Monin keeps it alive. Here is Hawks. Going to Tyler Monin.
It's 2 from the back row for Tyler Monin.
Blocked up front and playable. Hawks looking for Harlow. Like that, Walter trying to get a little fancy there, and the longest rally of the match thus far puts Carroll in the lead. See if Reese Monin can extend his serving streak to 3.
Ooh.
Oh boy, I thought he caught that back line.
Too, yeah. Well, Jeff Klein was right there to see that one. That was very, very close, but we're going to see a timeout for Logan Jennings and the Fighting Irish. Has 4-point run going on now for the Carroll Patriots. 2-point lead.
Carroll trying to extend a little bit of a run here into its largest lead of 3 if Reese Monin is able to execute on serve. Neither team really, I think, settled into a pattern one way or the other thus far in this first set.
No, and it's been very aggressive play of both sides. They're just going really hard right at the net, and not a whole lot of mistakes in this for either team. I mean, it's just been pretty much winning points.
It's been solid play thus far after a bit of a shaky start, and now an ace for Monin, and it is a 3-point Carroll lead.
It's his second ace of the game so far, and that's been a 4-point serve run and 5 in a row now for Carroll. Biggest lead for either team thus far.
Sometimes that's all it takes is just one run.
Exactly.
Wazinski going near side for Sivak. Playable for Carroll. This is Harlow. Missed it wide. Good read off the hand from Grayson.
I don't know. That just came off the hand of Charlie Harlow pretty weird as well. I don't know if he changed his mind right in the middle of that, whether he was going to swing and then punched or what it was, but it just kind of shot off sideways, and smart play by the Irish to let that one go. Finally get the serve back.
Jimmy Warholly in as the serving specialist. Hawks quickly in the middle, and Warholly's stay on serve and on the floor is over.
Yeah, Trace Bowersfeld again running that play in the middle, and they will run that quite a bit. Tim O'Brien, Coach of the Year in the West region.
Wazinski with the back set. Nicely done by Jason Walter.
That was well done, well executed, and that's kind of the pace we've seen through this whole match thus far, though, too. I mean, it's pretty much just the old bump set spike rotation, and if you can handle it, it just shows, though, how important that serve return is. If you can get that first pass off, it makes all the difference in the world if you're not out of sorts.
Walter fires one. Here is Hawks. A bit of a missed time on the jump, but the return from Nick Hale goes wide, and Carroll back to a 3-point lead at 21-18.
Well, you're exactly right. The missed time of the jump on the Carroll side caused Hale to go up a little bit too early. And that was why he was kind of out of position, or maybe the hands just a little bit out of position to let that ball go wide.
Senior Charlie Harlow with the serve now. Wazinski to the back set from the back line, but playable for Carroll. Hawks to Harlow through the wall. Nice dive by Mike Walter. Hale scrambling. Everyone is. Wazinski to Hale. Finding a spot. He can't. Cannon Tucker across the way. Hale going for that one. I'm not sure that was intended for him. Colin Sivak was coming behind.
Yeah, that was kind of an in-betweener, and I think you're right. I think Sivak might have been behind. Hale got so high, though, he got fingertips on it, but now a 4-point lead again for the Patriots.
Harlow safely through. Wazinski from the back once again, and just missed off the right hand of Riles Guzman.
Well, right now Carroll in a good position here, opening up their largest lead of this first set, and Irish are going to need to dig.
Wazinski, he'll go to Hale this time. He's rejected at the summit by Bowersfeld, and 6 set points for Carroll.
Either that set was too close to the net, or Hale didn't go all the way to the net. He had to reach out for that, and that allowed that kind of misstep. Set point.
but can't be had.
I don't think we've had many service errors in this match thus far.
Very few.
Yeah, serves have been very good.
Colin Sivak on serve, set point number 2 for Carroll. Harlow, well long.
Yeah, he kind of jumped flat-footed on that one and really never had a chance to come over the top on that swing to get that ball down.
Set point number 3 for Carroll. Hawks behind to Tucker. Found a spot, took a little off, and that's all she wrote for set number 1. Back and forth most of the way, but Carroll makes a few more plays down the stretch as they take set 1 of this Division II semifinal, 25-20. And while we've got a set break, let's take a look at the Division II Regional All-Stars. Carroll trying to extend a little bit of a run here into its largest lead of 3 if Reese Monin is able to execute on serve. Neither team really, I think, settled into a pattern one way or the other thus far in this first set.
No, and it's been very aggressive play of both sides. They're just going really hard right at the net, and not a whole lot of mistakes it is for either team. I mean, it's just been pretty much winning points.
It's been solid play thus far after a bit of a shaky start, and now an ace for Monin, and it is a 3-point Carroll lead.
It's his second ace of the game so far, and that's been a 4-point serve run and 5 in a row now for Carroll. Biggest lead for either team thus far.
Sometimes that's all it takes is just one run.
Exactly.
Wazinski going near side for Sivak. Playable for Carroll. This is Harlow. Missed it wide. Good read off the hand from Grayson.
I don't know. That just came off the hand of Charlie Harlow pretty weird as well. I don't know if he changed his mind right in the middle of that, whether he was going to swing and then punched or what it was, but it just kind of shot off sideways, and smart play by the Irish to let that one go. Finally get the serve back.
Jimmy Warholly in as the serving specialist. Hawks quickly in the middle, and Warholly's stay on serve and on the floor is over.
Yeah, Trace Bowersfeld again running that play in the middle, and they will run that quite a bit. Tim O'Brien, coach of the year in the West region.
Wazinski with the back set. Nicely done by Jason Walter.
That was well done, well executed, and that's kind of the pace we've seen through this whole match thus far, though, too. I mean, it's pretty much just the old bump set spike rotation, and if you can handle it, and it just shows, though, how important that serve return is. If you can get that first pass off, it makes all the difference in the world if you're not out of sorts.
Walter fires one. Here is Hawks. A bit of a missed time on the jump, but the return from Nick Hale goes wide, and Carroll back to a 3-point lead at 21-18.
Well, you're exactly right. The missed time of the jump on the Carroll side caused Hale to go up a little bit too early. And that was why he was kind of out of position, or maybe the hands just a little bit out of position to let that ball go wide.
Senior Charlie Harlow with the serve now. Wazinski to the back set from the back line, but playable for Carroll. Hawks to Harlow through the wall. Nice dive by Mike Walter. Hale scrambling. Everyone is. Wazinski to Hale. Finding a spot. He can't. Cannon Tucker across the way. Hale going for that one. I'm not sure that was intended for him. Colin Sivak was coming behind.
Yeah, that was kind of an in-betweener, and I think you're right. I think Sivak might have been behind. Hale got so high, though. He got fingertips on it, but now a 4-point lead again for the Patriots.
Harlow safely through. Wazinski from the back once again, and just missed off the right hand of Riles Guzman.
Yep. Right now, Carroll in a good position here, opening up their largest lead of this first set, and Irish are going to need to dig.
Wazinski, he'll go to Hale this time. He's rejected at the summit by Bowersfeld, and 6 set points for Carroll.
Either that set was too close to the net, or Hale didn't go all the way to the net. He had to reach out for that, and that allowed that kind of misstep. Set point.
But can't be had.
I don't think we've had many service errors in this match thus far.
Very few.
Yeah, serves have been very good.
Colin Sivak on serve, set point number 2 for Carroll. Harlow, well long.
Yeah, he kind of jumped flat-footed on that one and really never had a chance to come over the top on that swing to get that ball down.
Set point number 3 for Carroll. Hawks behind to Tucker. Found a spot, took a little off, and that's all she wrote for set number 1. Back and forth most of the way, but Carroll makes a few more plays down the stretch as they take set 1 of this Division II semifinal, 25-20. And while we've got a set break, let's take a look at the Division II Regional All-Stars. The Carroll Patriots take set 1 in this Division II semifinal in the OHS BBA State Tournament by a score of 25-20. Just a few little plays down the stretch in that first set were all the difference. Otherwise, pretty evenly matched through 1.
Yeah, I'd say it was evenly matched all the way to about 15 all, right around there. And then Carroll made a few more plays and kind of increased that lead out.
Long on the first serve here from Ethan Hawks in the second. It was that mini serve run from Reese Monin in the latter stages of that first set for Carroll that was really all the difference that the Patriots needed in that first. Jason Walter to serve for the Irish.
Look at that toss up. Love it.
Hawks at the back set. Harlow has to hustle. Wazinski quick in the middle to Hale, and there you go.
Man, that busted some fingers on Bowersfeld. What a great swing by Nick Hale. He got every little bit of that one, and Bowersfeld trying to pressure it up, but a 2-0 start for the Fighting Irish. St. Vincent-St. Mary.
50-50. Hawks tapped it back and wound up getting called for a lift anyway.
And just double checking there with Mike Mertz as to what it was, but most definitely when you're reaching over the net, unless you have those fingers curled, we're going to call you every time.
That's one that Hawks just need to go ahead and try and dump over.
Yeah.
Another 50-50. Hawks tried to do it again, and net contact is made up front, and I think they got Hawks for it.
Yeah, and again, it was a similar play. That he got called for the lift because it was an over. The same time there, that one was heading over. He was trying to save it. The first go around, that time he was just trying to dump it over and made contact.
4-0 Irish.
Well, we talked about there weren't a lot of errors in that first set. A couple right in a row, though, for the Patriots.
Tucker on the left side. This is Sivak. Just crawls over, but playable. Tucker will get another swing at it. Blocked up front. Wazinski and Hale were there, and I think Wazinski got it.
There was not a lot of room on that sideline there to get that ball to fall off the block and stay inbounds. Super play for the Irish as they jump out to a 5-0 lead. They were never up by more than 2 in that first set.
Hawks trying to settle his team down. Delivers a nice one to Tucker. Took a little bit off to make sure he kept it in play and found a spot.
That time they didn't get the block over in time. The Irish did not. And gave Kenan Tucker a chance to swing away. And you're right, he took a little bit off of that one just to make sure, though, that he found the opening he needed. Charlie Harlow serving second.
Oh, clever play. Wazinski got his hands together as if he was going to bump it up, and at the last second changed to a left-hand dump. You don't see that deception very often. A lot of times guys will just put their hands down at their sides. But he was in set position and then changed it. Quick set in the middle, and right back at you, says Trace Bowersfeld.
It'll be Trace Bowersfeld back to serve now for the Patriots. Another one of those players, though, very good at the net, but he can also do some damage when he's serving at 19 aces.
His team down 6-2 in the second. An awkward play there off the first touch from Sivak. Throws everything off and gives Carroll a free ball. And in the middle, Reese Monin says thanks.
Yeah, that just came out strange right from the very beginning for Sivak, and I'm not sure if he didn't see it correctly or what it was that caused that, but it kind of got him out of sorts.
Got caught in between the set and a bump.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And chose wrong. Wazinski from the back line. That's bumped over by Seaback, but playable. Tucker back to the right side, and just enough to get through the hands of Nick Hale.
Yeah, so many times you'll see that left-handed swingers on the right side, so they've got the whole open inside part of the court to swing at. They had Cannon Tucker over on that left side for a few plays, but now back over on that right side and gets the point.
Bowersfeld remains on serve until now as he goes long. Not that far off, but just a hair strong. And Ben Grayson now to serve for the Irish. And a 7-4 lead. Oh my goodness, Ben Grayson, check yourself for a dent.
Yeah, he's going to have the brand of the volleyball all over his chest on that one tattooed. That was a rocket, but these guys probably take a lot of those in practice as well. Cannon Tucker back to serve, by the way.
Riles Guzman.
And that serve comes to an end really quick.
Strong strike there from the junior. And now Jason Walter back in on the front as Wazinski goes back to serve with the Irish leading 8-5. Hawks, here is Tucker. Tried with the fastball and sent it long. The Irish keep targeting Harlow quite often on these serves. I think thus far has handled himself rather well.
Yeah, for the most part, the serve return has not been a problem. Miscommunication on that one.
And trying to cut it too much is Tyler Monin. And the Irish remain in control, and it's going to force Tim O'Brien, the Coach of the Year in the West region, to call a timeout. Good start for the Irish here in set 2 as they've doubled up Carroll at 10-5. Welcome back to this Division II semifinal. St. Vincent-St. Mary in control in set number 2 against Carroll with a 10-5 lead.
They've been up by as many as twice in this second set after losing 25-20 in the first.
Raced down to a 5-0 lead, and now a
coach's point on that one.
Bad miss, and nothing but from Wazinski and his coach Logan Jennings with a wry smile to say, yep, okay, don't do that again.
Every coach will tell you when they take a timeout, they expect almost a service error on the ensuing play. It's funny how it works that way.
Seen that a lot in our coverage in Division I earlier today.
Yep.
That ball popped up by Logan Knapp, who's in for the first time for the Irish. One of the rare times we've been an extended rally, and Grayson absorbs another blow, and a double is called on the Irish side.
That's a shame. He made a great dig on that one. He'd gotten blown up a little bit earlier and sat in there and took that one, but took it like a champ. But
get some bags of ice ready for Ben Grayson back in his hotel room after this one. 10-7. Wazinski. Off the ceiling, playable. Harlow to the back line. Everybody gets reset. Off the tape, but still playable. Good save by Harlow.
Oh, boy.
Grayson kept it alive, then Wazinski does. Everybody's scrambling, and finally, Guzman able to put it away.
Well, there was one play in there. There were so many hits on that one. Somebody dug down low, tipped that one back up. I believe it was Logan Knapp over on that right side that he must have had his fingers just inside enough not to get called for a lift to keep that play alive for the Irish.
Trying to go up the sideline. Harlow handles it, but sends it over. Wazinski. The back set to Walter. It's dug out. Wazinski. Near side to Seaback. Long.
You know, it might say that they're Division II, but the way these guys hit the ball and the serves and everything else, there's no difference.
It's in name only.
It absolutely is in size of the school. Yeah, that's the only difference.
Once you've reached this level. Little off the tape, and it's an ace.
That was a tough in-betweener. Jason Walter dove at the last second, and I think he kind of popped it up. Ben Grayson was there, may have been able to get to it.
And it was Reese Monin's serve run midway through the first set that wound up being the difference for Carroll and to win that first. And here he is in the second trying to chip away at this deficit. Looked like it could have been called a double on Wazinski on the near side. And a lift is going to get called a little bit later on in the play anyway. And so Carroll now within 1. Trailed by 5 twice at 5-0 and 10-5.
You mentioned it, though. Look out for Reese Monin in the serve. So good at the net, but equally as good back at the back line.
And he crosses the Irish up once again, and this is going to be a free ball for Carroll once they get it back. Hawks into the middle, and we are tied at 11.
They're 100% when they run that play right down the pipe with Bowersfeld. And that play called right at the right time by Tim O'Brien. And executed perfection, or to perfection by the Patriots to even this match.
6 of the last 7 to the team in blue.
And it's Reese Monin serving again with another ace.
Decisive. Guzman couldn't decide whether to touch it or let it go. And instead it hits the fingertips, and the run for Carroll continues. And I'm surprised right now Logan Jennings has not called a timeout here to try and stop the momentum of Reese Monin.
And that's his 3rd service ace. If he gets one more, I think you got to almost expect Logan Jennings to call that timeout, unless the Irish can dig deep.
Grayson off the bicep. Still playable for Sivak. Into the middle, and diving is Hawks. Blocked and alive. Harlow through, still alive. Grayson can't get there. Scrambling for both.
That's not fair on Bowersfeld. As hard as he hits the ball to do the change of pace on that one, and timeout, I think we will see by Logan Jennings. Yes, we will.
It is an 8-1 Carroll run, and they have surged into the lead here in the second set. It's 13-11 in favor of the Patriots. Carroll has reasserted itself, and once again, it is on the serve of Reese Monin that set up the entire first set for Carroll. It's doing it again here in a second with the Patriots on an 8-1 run.
You know, it's such a weapon as well when you have, he's 6th in the rotation on serving, but it's almost like you save your best for last. And Reese Monin has been just dynamic at the net, but it's almost been better when he's back there serving.
Ooh, another rough handle of the serve by Guzman. He has been the focus of Monin. And decisiveness, Harlow just has to bump it through. Free ball for the Irish to get out of this rut. Not there. Harlow gets another attempt with the left this time. Sivak trying to muscle it through, and that's not going to happen as he's called for a lift.
That's a tough one because he kind of had a swing on that one, but it was the way that his arm came through to get the ball that caused the lift.
I think the size up front of Bowersfeld and Harlow played a factor in that as he tried to work over the top. Sivak, this time it's deflected. Boy, Bowersfeld's getting a piece of everything up front defensively. And this time Tucker goes wide, and the Reese Monin run finally comes to an end.
He had 6 points off that serve and a 7-point run for Carroll to get in the lead. See if the Irish can duplicate that. They have not been able to put a long service run from any player together outside of the one to start this second set from Jason Walter.
And Jimmy Warholly, the serve specialist, has only been out there twice, 1 point apiece. He's in there now. Harlow takes off. Wazinski on to Walter. It's not there. Hawks quickly to Bowersfeld. Bowersfeld just continues to get a piece of everything coming across the net. Carroll reloads.
The Irish wanted a lift on that.
And there's this dump over on the second from Hawks.
They had some of their players on the floor wondering why there wasn't a lift call and kind of got them out of the mindset that they needed.
And once again, the serve specialist, Jimmy Warholly, on the floor for just 1 point for the Irish. Hawks on serve with his team leading by 3. Hale tries one. It's blocked by Tucker. It is an 11-2 run for the Patriots.
And St. Vincent, not only is it an 11-2 run, the Irish had a 5-point lead at one point in this set. Twice, exactly.
Twice, 5-0 and 10-5. Hale.
Another
not
whistle.
There. Got a net violation.
Oh.
I think they got Wazinski. Everything going wrong for the Irish, everything going right for the Patriots.
And Logan Jennings doesn't want to blow a timeout again so quickly after the last one.
I don't think he's going to have a choice.
Yeah, he might.
If this continues. Walter through, but still alive. Bowersfeld again. Good opportunity now for the Irish. Sevac through multiples and got it done.
Saves the timeout, gets the serve back, and not without another little bit of damage done, though. Let's see if they can take it around with the serve. We mentioned Jason Walter ran 5 straight to start this second set. That's what the Irish are going to need right now.
Tucker cross court. Nice side swipe by Sevac. Softly touched over, nearly dropped down. Hawks cross court to Tucker with the left hand. Blocked up front. Hale and Wazinski got there. I think Hale was looking to see if he may have gotten called for a net violation. That didn't happen. And the Irish still showing some fight. Back within 3. Give up multiple 5-point leads here in the set, but not laying down.
Jason Walter got a lot of spin on that serve. Makes it tough to handle.
Hawks quickly to Bowersfeld and take it back.
I think they're like 4 for 4 when he takes a full swing in that play right straight down the middle. He's had a couple of off the speed or change-ups, but boy, when they go right down there and he takes a full swing down the middle, that's money.
Hawks with the back set. Tucker on the right gets it through. Flirting with that antenna, but he got it to work.
I think he seems like he's got a lot better swing when he's on the right side versus when he's out over on that left side. And it's pretty much just the rotation that he's in. When he's rotating across that front, he stays over on the left, and as he moves across the middle, he'll play to the right.
Sevac, that hit the antenna.
At first, Mike Burns at first signaled St. Vincent-St. Mary point and then quickly changed it over. But yeah, that ball clearly hit the antenna. And now a 20-14 lead.
Wazinski trying through on the second. Good read. Bowersfeld's been timing the third very well as the set's gone along. And the right time for Wazinski to pull that one out and throw Bowersfeld off.
Yeah, you got to do something to change it up and get him off kilter and keep him honest. Because you're right, he's starting to time it out on that third swing.
Hawks on a cross court this time. Boy, what a play by Wazinski to keep it up, but right in the wheelhouse for Bowersfeld.
That overhit set Bowersfeld up on a platter.
Mary Black looking over at Logan Jennings, and he is not indicating any kind of timeout here. Still has one to use, but won't take it right now as Trace Bowersfeld looks to keep the Carroll roll going. 50-50.
Somebody in the net.
It was Wazinski.
Yeah.
Point to Carroll.
The serve Bowersfeld has almost like a little backspin. So you'll see top spins that dive down. He's almost putting a little backspin on it. See if he does it again.
It is just knuckling backwards just a hair. Hale in the middle blocked. Back is Reese Monin. Guzman unable. Hawks looking for Tyler Monin. Little off of it.
Tyler and Reese Monin, those two are dynamic. Tyler had as many chances here in this match thus far, but he had 153 kills. He's more of a defensive player, leading the team in digs.
Short that time for Bowersfeld. Took too much off.
Well, and I think that's the second one where you said it was more of like a knuckler. That time it was back to that backspin, and I think he took a little bit too much backspin on it, didn't have enough to get it over the net. The Irish need a run here. Cannot afford to give it right back.
Logan Knapp back in now on the front line as Ben Grayson to serve with his team trailing by 7. Hawks with the back set to Tucker. Boy, can he sky. Had to almost wait on it for just a moment, but those ups still able to get him in control of it, and now 8 set points for Carroll.
Again, remember, at one point in this second set, St. Vincent-St. Mary had a 5-point lead. And they're now down 8.
Cannon Tucker to close it out. Got a net violation up front called against Carroll. I think they got Hawks. And so it'll be a second set point coming for the Patriots.
Ethan Wazinski trying to stretch one out and get a long run for the Irish.
Hawks out wide to Tyler Monin and goes long.
There's one. Just take them one at a time at this point now.
It'll be set point number 3.
Second team All-State player Ethan Wazinski.
Set over, says Reese Monin.
Wow.
Once again, it takes Carroll 3 tries, but they get the job done in the second, trailing by 5 at one point. Carroll goes on a 20-8 run to end the second set and put itself 1 set away from the championship match. Carroll takes set 2, 25-18. Let's take a look at our All-State performers. The Carroll Patriots 1 set away from a date in Sunday's state championship. St. Vincent-St. Mary with other ideas, but the turnaround for the Irish needs to begin now with Jason Walter on serve to open the third set.
Saw the first Division I match earlier today. That's not the way to start it. Moeller playing Olentangy Liberty in the first set. Moeller was up 2-0, and Liberty made a great run, forced 5. Then our last Division I matchup, the same thing happened. Saw a little bit of a third set resurgence, but that only went 4. As Centerville prevailed.
So the overriding messages here is it can be done.
It can be done
for the Irish.
My thought exactly.
All is not lost for St. Vincent-St. Mary. 17-6 on the season. Playable here. And Bowers. How did he get that over?
Wow.
Hale just eats up on the back line.
Oh,
A scramble from Saraga.
Great save.
And that doesn't make it over. Riles Guzman can't do it. What a rally from Carroll.
That is a deflating play for St. Vincent-St. Mary because they had Carroll on their heels not once, not twice, 3 times. And Andrew Saraga was back out of bounds for basketball to save that one.
Had no business getting to that ball, much less making it playable enough to get over on the third. And now Trace Bowersfeld will try and keep a little bit of momentum going. From the back, Walter doesn't hit it clean, makes it playable. Bowersfeld will set up Harlow. Hale had to wait on it. Tucker deflected. Wazinski, Hale coming at it.
Nice dig.
Taking a little off is Tyler Monin. Bowersfeld calls everyone off to Tucker, pokes it over. Guzman. Bowersfeld, a great dig. Guzman reloads. It's blocked up front, but eventually drops in favor of the Irish.
Well, and that's the way you bounce back if you're St. Vincent-St. Mary after they kind of had a deflating play before that where they thought they had Carroll down and out. That time St. Vincent-St. Mary able to capitalize and get the kill.
Win an extended rally of your own right back.
Yep.
And particularly doing it immediately after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The previous point, and a late sub for the Irish as Logan Knapp replaces Nick Hale up front.
Nick Hale was kind of walking off a little gingerly. He was up and down several times at the front of the net.
And now Grayson fires one into the net. 3-2 in favor of the Patriots in the third. Cannon Tucker to serve for the Patriots. Mary Black qualifying something with Logan Jennings.
Yeah, I wonder what that was about. He didn't seem to object to whatever it was she had to say.
A very civil conversation. Ooh. Boy, one of the better strikes of the match from the Irish comes from Logan Knapp.
Logan Knapp's got the biggest height out there for St. Vincent-St. Mary, and they have not utilized or been able to get him utilized as much as they would like it. 6'6", matching the size of Cannon Tucker.
Another bad miss on serve from Wazinski. Just pushed himself a bit into that one. It was a low toss to boot.
Yeah, you can't give 3 points away to Carroll right now.
And Knapp gets another one. Reese Monin trying to say that Knapp made contact with the net. That was the ball all day long.
Yeah, he was a good 2-3 feet off the net with that swing, but that's 2 straight plays right down the middle for Logan Knapp. Carroll comes back with the same play.
Reese Monin says, I can go up the middle too, as that ball was tapped at the net by the Irish.
The Irish trying to sell that one off, that it was long, but most definitely touched at the net.
And now Reese Monin on serve. It's been his serve runs in each of the first 2 sets that were the difference for Carroll and propelling them to set wins. Not so much here.
You and Skinny talking about in that last match broadcast about broadcasters jinx.
What's amazing here in the 3rd set, how much some of these guys are taking off of their serves. They're trying to go a little too much with the finesse game.
Well, and he was going for the sideline as well, and that's not really where he had been serving to. See a different player out there for St. Vincent-St. Mary right now. Is that Mason Winters?
Mason Winters, who did a cartwheel into a back handspring before the match got started. Why? Because he can, because he's young and nimble.
He's got a great head of hair out there as well.
He does. Walter puts it away, and the blonde locks of Winters will go back to serve once more with his team ahead. 6-5 in the 3rd. A blonde mop top.
He's just a freshman as well. I think it's the first freshman we've seen all day. And the other 4 matches out of Division I and now here in Division II, but that one goes long.
It is a rarity here at this level, at this point in the season, to see freshmen getting extended time. Did have Michael Phillip, an outstanding libero for Centerville in Division I. He is an outstanding freshman.
Yeah, forgot about him.
Hale gets that through, and I tell you, Hale gets that one. He's got to be careful. He's starting getting closer to getting called for a carry.
Yeah, that's it. Carroll players are out there saying that's exactly what he did as well, and that's almost like you're winding up for a slam dunk when you kind of got that ball outstretched in your hands and then follow through. It's almost palming the ball and throwing it down.
He's done that a few times here in this matchup, but is yet to be called. Hawks with the back set, playable. Wazinski going to Guzman from the back, rejected by Bowersfeld.
Yeah, I think 10 years ago you saw a lot of volleyball players who were also basketball players, and the basketball guys, 10, 15 years ago were looking for something to do in the spring before maybe AAU season started. But now that you've got these volleyball-specific players, and so I'm not sure what Nick Hale's background is, but boy, he's a tremendous athlete to say the least. He nearly blocked that one from the back row.
This one cannot be blocked as Seaback goes right into the body of Bowersfeld. And the Irish back in front.
Cannon Tucker was trying to seal that one off as well. That was a pass or a play over the net by Charlie Harlow from the back line on the Carroll side, and Nick Hale nearly timed that one out to send it right back down.
Bowersfeld couldn't get it there. Bit of an awkward play as Bowersfeld in air had to jump and avoid Hawks.
Well, he also had to avoid Nick Hale again. So Nick Hale was right there in his face, and
awkward exchange on a substitution.
Yeah.
Hale thought he was coming out.
Oh. I think they had one warning already. That may have been what.
Yeah, warning, I think, came earlier. I think you're right.
I think it's going to be a point to Carroll because of a late substitution.
Yeah, that late, you can't do that. And with already one warning in the books, it's going to be a point to Carroll.
Oh, that's a.
And so now the score stands at 9-8, and that is something you cannot have. You've got to be more organized than that.
Well, and Mary Black officiates in the NCAA, so she knows what she's doing out there as well. So Logan Jennings has no argument.
She knows the rules better than anyone, but the Irish take it right back as Guzman able to get the serve.
Now we'll see Winters checking in for Nick Hale.
And now
he goes right back out.
Now those subs come in as Logan Knapp comes onto the front line and Ben Grayson back in.
Yeah, there's some confusion on the substitutions.
Yeah, Grayson came in and then wasn't aware he was supposed to serve it.
He needs some more.
Oh, my goodness, Reese Monin.
Well, and I can tell you what's probably happening because it's been kind of a little bit of a cluster trying to get these players in for Logan Jennings. He needs some more help from his bench, making sure that players are ready to come in when they're supposed to check in. That's kind of their role, and I think that play, they were just flat-footed on that serve. That's been back-to-back.
How did Ben Grayson again keep one alive? Again, ice bath in the works for Grayson afterwards. Knapp got a piece of it, but unplayable. And we're tied at 10. And keep that point in mind, awarded to Carroll off of a delay penalty against the Fighting Irish.
Yeah, Moulton may be coming to Ben Grayson asking for some kind of money for the tattoo he's going to have on him from all those balls that have hit him.
You're not kidding. But Guzman could not handle one.
Timeout. Yeah, I think Logan Jennings needs to get everything, including himself and the bench, kind of back on track right now. It's only a one-point game. You don't want to let this one slip away.
Can't get too far behind with the Irish trailing 2-0, and Carroll now ahead, 11-10 in the third. Carroll 11, St. Vincent-St. Mary 10, with Cannon Tucker on serve. Carroll leading 2-0 in the match, taking the first two sets 20-18.
I'm sure Logan Jennings didn't want to blow that timeout right there, but he needed to settle everything down. And he pays off, gets the point back for his squad, and see now if the Irish can battle back here. All tied up at 11, and it was at a stretch where a free point over to Carroll, but you're still now all tied up. So I don't want to say no harm, no foul, but you got to shake off the effects of 2 straight points now.
If you're St. Vincent-St. Mary, you just hope you don't get to a point in this set where you're up 24-23. And that 1 point comes back to haunt you.
Oh, that would be a backbreaker.
Cannon Tucker misses long. And so Jennings with an appropriately called timeout. And his team has responded with 3 in a row. Hawks quick into the middle, and Reese Monin's just too strong.
Well, any of those plays they've run through the middle have been very, very strong. And we were talking about Logan Knapp offensively for the Irish. Needs to get some hands up there and contest those either Bowersfeld or strikes by Reese Monin in the middle.
Grayson with a dive. And not going to get there. And a ball like that, Wazinski just has to go ahead and send it over.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to get there in time for that.
Well, and you got to recognize that just the initial serve return was a scramble to get to it. Save yourself and hope, play some defense and get the ball back to set it up.
Tyler Monin now on serve, and they've been targeting Riles Guzman a lot. He'll handle this one. That's blocked, but still alive. Guzman was in front of the intended target, Cullen Sivak. Reese Monin again.
That went off the hands of Logan Knapp. Just a split second too late to get there to get good hands on that block. And Reese Monin, if he gets that chance, he's going to put it down.
Wazinski coming this side, and Walter able to eventually get the job done.
Pretty good swing by Jason Walter. He's more of a right side hitter, but that's in the middle and gets one to go down.
Riles Guzman on serve. He's had a tough go of it while on the back line here today, but beautifully blocked right here. Logan Knapp.
Well, Logan Knapp timed that one out perfectly. He was in perfect position on that one. He didn't give up the kind of getting your head caught on a swivel. He was right there at the net, ready to go.
15-14 in favor of the Irish. Blocked by Knapp again.
And all of a sudden, he's got something going on, and I think Tim O'Brien now is going to get to that point where he doesn't want to let it slip away. He'd rather close this one out in 3 if he can. You don't want to give a little bit of breathing room to St. Vincent-St. Mary. Oh.
Reese Monin just caught that back line.
That one just dotting the line on that one. And back to serve now, Reese Monin, after putting that one down and point for the Patriots.
Right at this spot in each of the first 2 sets is when Monin has been on serve runs. He'll get a second serve here.
It was going to be a point to Carroll anyway. It looked like Jason Walter kind of lifted that ball up. They didn't call it, but ended up going back away from anyone anyway to be able to return it for the Irish and see if Reese Monin goes on one of those runs.
Guzman from the back misses wide. And Carroll back in front, 17-16. And I think Logan Jennings thinking about his second timeout, but will not take it. As it's deja vu for his team.
Reese Monin's dialed up 3 aces up from the serve. He's being a little bit more conservative on those serves, though, not putting as much into it. Making sure he gets them in.
And I think also forcing the Irish to make a play, and a lift is going to be called. And Logan Jennings really starting to ramp up the emotion on the sideline. He senses this run from Reese Monin once again.
No, he didn't want to blow that next time out already.
I think if one more point comes from Monin here, he's going to have to take it.
I usually like to save it to about when you get to 20 or 21, but Reese Monin bailed him out.
Completely changed his serve on that one.
He wasn't taking the full swings like he was earlier on any of those and through that rotation. Seemed like he was a little bit more conservative. That time he almost punched at it more. Sent that one deep and long.
And a big swing there points-wise as Winters comes in to try and tie the set. Hawks out wide to Harlow. Winters had to wait on it, not the best pass from Sivak. Hawks dumps it over. We saw him earlier in the match try and back tap those, and this time does the right thing.
He read the play perfectly on that one, and instead of trying to maybe force another set or get a chance to set one at the net, that was the smart play that time. He just kind of continuation on that one to send it the rest of the way over.
Ethan Hawks to serve. Wazinski back to Sivak, and Tucker able to keep it alive. Back set to the far side, it's blocked, still playable. With the left hand and the punch from Sivak. And a reload for Charlie Harlow. Gets it done.
Ethan Wazinski tried to pop that one straight up. Instead, he kind of let that one get by him and shot it straight backwards. And as kind of we were talking about timeouts for Logan Jennings and everything, it was still tight. Now it's 2017, and now it gets a little bit more precarious.
Back set. Hawks, where does he go? He'll go to Cannon Tucker. It's blocked, but out, and it's 21-17. And here comes the second and final timeout of the set and maybe of the season for the Irish of St. Vincent-St. Mary. Carroll on the verge of moving on to the state championship. The Carroll Patriots leading by 4 against St. Vincent-St. Mary in this third set. Carroll 4 points away from a sweep of the match and moving on to tomorrow's state championship. Wazinski to Hale. Hawks with a diving effort and will just land wide on the far side.
Smart play there by Jason Walter to let that one go. Carroll lost 2 matches to start the month of May to Baden, who will play next in the other Division II semifinal, and then to Moeller. And since that stretch, they have won off 7 straight matches and have only lost 3 sets in those 7 matches, so they are on quite the roll.
Bowersfeld couldn't get it done. Hale had the block. That pushed over. Saraga near side to Harlow, and this one will drop as Wazinski can't get there.
Well, Sivak was there along with Nick Hale, but just doesn't seem like the deflections are going away right now for St. Vincent-St. Mary.
Carroll has just been a bit better at every spot throughout this match. Wazinski has to go get this one. Walter in the back. It's kept alive, but going over. And blocked by Bowersfeld at the summit.
That was just a joust that pretty much Sivak and Bowersfeld went up and timed together. Just a little bit more muscle for Trace Bowersfeld.
And a big smile from his coach, Tim O'Brien, the coach of the year in Division II. Walter. Saraga with the dive off the net and won't get over.
Carroll players still trying to call for a carry on the other side before that ball even got over the net. A 23-19 lead for the Pats.
Sivak on serve. Doesn't want his career to end in straight sets. Hawks with the back set to Tucker. Finds space. The Irish defense is frozen, and now Carroll has 5 match points to move on to the championship. It'll be Trace Bowersfeld, whose defense has been the catalyst for Carroll in this match. He'll now try and get it done with a swing of the arm. And a net violation called against Tyler Monin, and so 1 match point saved for the Irish. And Ben Grayson, the senior libero, is in right now with ball in hand on the back to serve. Match point number 2 for Carroll. Hawks to Reese Monin, not there. Wazinski. Awkward jump from the back, 50-50, and Guzman will get the job done.
Well, smart play by Guzman on the overhit, giving St. Vincent-St. Mary a little bit of life. Not done yet.
That ball rolled up the arms of Harlow, and now it's match point number 3 for Carroll. They needed 3 tries in each of the first 2 sets, and that'll do it here as Grayson fires it into the net, and that is it. As the Carroll Patriots are on to the Division II state championship through a sweep of St. Vincent-St. Mary, 25-20, 25-18, and 25-21. Greg, a final thought.
Oh, boy. Ben, you feel for Ben Grayson. He was back there on the serve, and as a senior, trying to kind of change up a little bit and just drop that one over the top of the net and didn't have quite enough. Put it into the net. That's not the way you want to see not only the match come to an end, but the season come to an end. But
St. Vincent-St. Mary's season ends at 17-7. What a great run, though, to the state semifinals. Carroll picks up win number 23. They are through to the Division II state championship to meet either St. Francis de Sales or Baden Sunday afternoon, June 5th at 2 p.m. And that's going to wrap up our coverage of this semifinal. For my partner Greg Waddell and our entire ESP Media crew, I'm Jason Griefer. Thank you so much for joining us. Carroll is off.